Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our office hours that are exclusively for adult day centers in Virginia. My name is Emily Varville, and I am the new project manager at Leading Age Virginia. Before I joined the Leading Age Virginia team, I was the IPC Policy Research Specialist for the Healthcare Associated Infections and Antimicrobial Resistance Program at Virginia Department of Health. So my professional experience is a combination of policy-related work and infection control. As many of you know, Leading Age Virginia is an association of not-for-profit aging services organizations serving adult day centers, senior housing, assisted living, nursing homes, and home and community-based services. Though we will be discussing infection prevention and partners such as Virginia Department of Health and Virginia Department of Social Services, please note that Leading Age Virginia does not serve as a surveyor nor an inspector for adult day centers. I am going to start with a few housekeeping notes before moving on to our content for today. If you would like to ask a question in the chat, please use the Q&A icon located at the bottom of your screen. You may raise your hand if you would like to verbally ask a question, and all links will be placed in the chat as needed. All office hour sessions will be recorded, and you will have access to those recordings and slides after each session. Most office hour sessions will be set up in a similar format consisting of a short presentation and then an opportunity for Q&A at the end. To respect your center's privacy and to encourage open dialogue about ways to improve infection prevention practices, we will end the recording prior to the Q&A session at the end of today's office hours. This ensures that all centers feel comfortable in sharing their experiences, requests for assistance, and lessons learned with our team and their peers, knowing that their requests and remarks will be held in confidence. The office hours will be held the second Wednesday of every month, and the topic will vary. We would like these office hours to serve as a resource for your adult day centers when it comes to your infection prevention and control needs, and a place where you feel comfortable to ask us questions. We will be inviting guest speakers to come and give educational presentations about a variety of infection prevention and control topics to ensure that each center can learn about current infection control practices that are applicable to your center. The next session will be held on Wednesday, December 13th at 1:30. We have created a form for you to ask questions prior to the office hours, and we will make sure to address them in the December session. Betsy is placing the link to the form in the chat now. But again, you will have the opportunity to access the slides and links within the PowerPoint after the conclusion of this meeting. Also, you can register for the December office hours here with this link, and Betsy will put that link in the chat as well. So to start with a quick overview for today, I will be discussing the Adult Day Center grant that is making all of this possible, give an overview of year one of this project, and talk about the model infection prevention and control policies that were developed. Then I will discuss our plan for year two and some of the deliverables and resources we have created to help each center implement those model policies. And we'll finish up the session with Q&A. This grant was awarded to us from the CDC through Virginia Department of Health. As you know, adult day centers have unique infection prevention challenges because participants do live in the community. Leading Age Virginia, in collaboration with Health Quality Innovators, or HQI, created a comprehensive set of model infection prevention policies that can be applied to a variety of communicable diseases, including but not limited to COVID-19. The goals of this project are to develop policies that reflect best practices for infection prevention and control in adult day centers, and that are in accordance with state regulations and standards. Another goal was to provide policies that can be customized to meet the unique needs of all licensed adult day centers in Virginia, and also to support the implementation of these policies. During year one, Leading Age Virginia and HQI completed the following activities. We compiled a literature review and an environmental scan to determine if any existing resources could be used and adapted to meet the needs of this project. We convened a work group made up of leaders from adult day centers and other subject matter experts to craft policies that can be used to enhance infection prevention practices in adult days. Also, HQI hosted office hour sessions that shared updates, spread awareness of resources, and provided education to adult days to help put the template policies into action. I am so happy to announce that the work group authored and finalized 13 model infection prevention and control policy templates and additional tip sheets that are ready to be customized and implemented at your centers. The model IPC policy templates have been designed to be downloaded and customized to meet your center's specific needs. Each template contains yellow highlighted portions that can be customized with specific details about your center. Please address these areas of the template before implementing these policies. It is important to note that the template policies are consistent with guidance from the CDC and intended to address Virginia Department of Social Services regulatory standards for adult day centers. To that point, each policy has been reviewed by Virginia Department of Social Services prior to its release, and during that review, the policies did not conflict or make more difficult to comply with regulations. On this slide, I have included an example of what the model IPC policies look like. As you can see, they are extremely detailed and contain infection prevention and control information from subject matter experts. You can see on these pages the yellow highlighted portions that are meant to be filled in with your center's information. And I would like to reiterate that each center must update the yellow fields in order to effectively use these policies. They cannot be printed and put in your policy manuals without making the necessary updates, or they will not sufficiently demonstrate compliance with regulations. We have some exciting stuff planned for year 2 of this project. The IPC Needs Assessment, a model IPC policies for adult day centers webpage and policy library, and the adult day center IPC policy notebooks. I will also be contacting each center directly to assist with implementation of the template policies, and we will continue to host office hours education to assist adult day centers with implementation of the developed policies. For future office hours, we'll dig into deeper infection prevention practices, and we will invite guest speakers to present on relevant educational topics. We encourage you to keep attending future sessions. You will also have the opportunity to ask questions and receive real-time technical assistance from project partners and subject matter experts, health quality innovators, and they are with us on the call today for the Q&A portion. For us to best serve you, we want to understand the unique needs of your center. So we developed an IPC needs assessment that will allow us to better understand the infection prevention practices in place at your center, better understand your adoption of the grant developed policies, and better understand any barriers and challenges that your center may be facing. We can align Leading Age Virginia's resources with any observed gaps in infection prevention practices reported by your centers. This needs assessment has been sent out to all of the adult day centers in Virginia. If you have not completed the needs assessment yet, we will be collecting responses until the next office hours. Betsy will place the link for the needs assessment in the chat. Please use the link to complete the needs assessment survey no later than close of business December 11th. We really do value your responses and any information you're able to provide us. Your responses, while not anonymous, will not be shared beyond our project team. So we do ask for your honest feedback and input so we can really move your work forward. We plan to review the aggregate findings from the needs assessment at our December 13th office hours session. We are also launching the IPC policies for adult day centers webpage and model IPC's library in December 2023. This will be a place where you can find the template policies, download them into user-friendly Word documents, and customize them to meet your center's needs. The webpage will also contain additional resources, the adult day center office hours recordings and slides, and of course, our contact information. We have also created notebooks containing the template policy, so each center has a hard copy of the templates. There will be a QR code and a link that takes you to the downloadable templates on the webpage so that you can easily access them and customize them. The notebooks will be mailed to you and delivered in December 2023. Each notebook contains information about the grant, information about the notebook itself and the resource library, information about Leading Age Virginia, and of course, the model IPC policy templates and tip sheets. I have included a picture of the front of the notebook, so please keep an eye out for this notebook to be delivered in the next 3 to 4 weeks. I'll be reaching out to each center to make sure that you receive the notebooks and to start setting up one-on-one meetings with you to help with implementation. And this page includes my contact information because I will be your main point of contact to everything related about this project. I will assist you with implementation of the IPC template policies, meet with your center one-on-one to provide resources, and answer any questions you may have. I can also put you into contact with HQI or VDSS, depending on your questions or need for technical assistance when implementing these policies in your center. Making sure that you feel supported and that your IPC needs are met is my number one priority. If you have any questions or have any suggestions for infection control topics that you would like to be included in an office hours session, please feel free to reach out to me. Betsy is going to drop my email address in the chat just so you have it. I will now be stopping the recording so that you feel comfortable sharing with our team during the Q&A session of this meeting.